back to the Karyn Reece Show. As always, anytime Karyn's around, spirits round. So if you'd like to enter to potentially win a reading to hear from your past loved ones or hear about your future, you may do so by entering on our website at www.karynreece.com, spelled KarynReece.com. You can also enter on Facebook at Karyn Reece Psychic Medium, or on Instagram and on Twitter at Karyn Reece, or on TikTok at Karyn Reece and the number 1. In your submission, please make sure you put your first and last name, phone number, email address, and why you deserve to win a reading. So today we have a very lucky winner with us who wrote to us on Instagram. Nate, welcome to the show. How are you?
Very good, thank you. It's great to be here.
Karyn, take it away.
She's your popular boy. I've got a grandfather and a grandmother coming in, just as an FYI, coming all around you. Quick question. Are you connected to like an Eric or a Rick or a Nick? I keep getting like a Nick sounds.
Yes. I have an uncle named Nick who passed away almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, he's coming in too, because I thought I heard Nick the right first time. He says, I couldn't wait to see you. They're all lining up. Apparently they just couldn't wait to see you. Loves everything that you're doing. He says, if anything, he says, if anybody can do anything, Nate, it's definitely you. Oh. And he said, your grandfather said the same thing too. Also, I keep seeing Australia around you too. So at some point you have a trip to Australia and New Zealand in this lifetime.
Really?
Yeah. Have you ever wanted to go? You're going to have a blast too.
Oh, I've always wanted to go.
Yeah. And your grandfather says, I'll go with you. Is there a Robert in the family too, or a Bob? Is this like
my uncle, my father's brother is Robert.
Yes. Yeah, he's still in the living, correct?
He is still living, yes.
Yeah, because your dad's side's coming. He goes, my son, and then he started saying, I wasn't sure if it was your dad or whatever. He's like, and also there's a mic connection too. That's what he's talking about too. So looks like he's connected around. Go ahead.
Oh yes, there are several mics actually. Yeah. In fact, my Uncle Nick's son is named Mike.
Okay, that makes sense because they're all talking. I was gonna say, is this like a cousin? Or, listen, you just got to get with your crazy family. I just got.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you have no idea.
Actually, your uncle's laughing about that because I resemble that remark. He thinks he's being. I think this is hilarious. So if you could say hello to the family from your grandparents and your dad and so on and so forth, and call your Uncle Bob. I saw you looking at a new business venture. So there's something new coming your way. Have you started looking at this new business venture?
You know what? I have actually. I have this, during the whole pandemic I kind of changed, switched gears from my former profession. So absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So because that's what your grandfather said. He says, a new business venture that you're doing. You're getting thumbs up from everybody. I think it's a good move. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear.
Yeah. There's like a snowball. You'll have to make some, you'll modify as things go forward, but I love what I see on that. Is there an Ellen connection? Is that somebody that your mom's connected to, your grandma, Ellen?
She has an aunt. Yes, she has an aunt. One of her aunts. She has an aunt, Ellen. Yes.
Yeah, because I heard she's close to Ellen. Wow, you got a lot of people. Wow, they keep coming in.
It's a very large family.
There's a gentleman about your age coming in too, and he's pointing to you. I'll figure out. I don't know if his name is Jason or something with a J. I'll try to figure him out. It's weird when you get or he's.
My brother-in-law, who I'm very, very close to, is Jason.
Oh, he knows Jason then. So your brother-in-law, Jason, this guy's connected to Jason then. One of his friends passed over. I don't know, because he kept saying Jason connection. So, I'll try to figure him out because as you know. So you get to be like the mailman today and give out readings, I guess.
I love it.
And by the way, Jason has been your brother-in-law in other lifetimes. That's what Grandpa said. And we like Jason. So that's good.
Very much. Very much.
Yeah, they're all laughing about that one too. So I keep seeing a lot. I see you in a big news station or media station down the road. Like
but that's where my career started, was in television news.
Oh, that's it. Okay, it started. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting because they're seeing that. Yeah, and at some point so you made a change out of that into your. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But in the future, though, you're also going to be back into a news station. But I think you're going to have like either a VP connection to it or a partial ownership. But it actually you'll be an owner of it. You'll actually own your own station, but it'll be like a big station, so it's something like a regular business news station, because I see like news anchors and things like that. So that's in your future. So you got some interesting changes. Your business will continue to evolve. I love that. Do you love that?
Oh, I love that.
I do too.
I love that. All right.
I do. How funny. Jason, did he ever injure like a knee area in his back?
He did. He actually had arthroscopic surgery on his knee earlier, last summer. Summer.
What his friend said, and then your grandmother said, he had some knee, some work done on his knee. Yeah. So Oh, how funny. You know, you got dead people when they're telling you all sorts of crazy stuff about other people. They'll probably be paranoid. What else did she say? Well, we like Jason on the other side, so tell your brother-in-law that.
I will.
And the name Jeff keeps coming up around you too. Are you close to a Jeff? Jess or Jeff?
Jess, I have one of my closest friends is named Jess. Yes.
That's what I heard on the other. Do you know you and Jess have been connected in past lives?
No, that doesn't surprise me though. Given our relationship, that does not surprise me.
Yeah. When you met Jess, did you feel like you always knew Jess, or you felt that
we became very close friends immediately.
Yeah. Many past lives together. So they're saying your dad's here. Your dad's in the living?
Living, yes.
Yeah, because that's what they're saying here. Because I'm like, where is he? You need to give your father a hug and a kiss. He needs to watch his cardio a little bit better too.
That's amazing. You say that. He had open heart surgery about 3 months ago.
I just was going to say, I saw heart surgery with him. Yeah.
Yes.
Because your grandmother said surgery and she said here, because at first she went like this, had he not had that, because I'm like, where is he? She was implying he could have died.
Absolutely. It was quadruple bypass.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What do they call it? The widow's whatever.
Yeah. The widowmaker.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to tell dad what, your grandparents on both sides said. It's a good thing that he went in, and no more playing around. So no more cheating, maybe once a week.
Absolutely. I try to tell him that all the time.
Won't listen to you. Was there a William in the family, or a Bill?
My father. That's him.
Okay.
William.
You know what? I've been hearing Bill earlier. Your grandparents were coming. You better tell Bill, if you're watching, this is what your parents are saying and your in-laws. Keep a check on the heart. Listen to your son, because they're telling me all this. Yeah. So you need to tell Billy Willie that thank God he went in, because he really wouldn't have been here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You have a lot of that of your dad too. So now's the time to be like watching your diet and trying to manage, but they did a good job with the surgery.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's doing wonderfully.
And Bill's coloring looks so much better, Graham said. So, yeah.
Oh my God. Absolutely. It's finally coming back. It really is.
Oh my God. Thank God for your family, because that's pretty scary, when you have to go through that. And actually he's going to start to think better. It may take him a little bit of time to feel emotionally better, because when you have heart surgery, it really causes a disruption with your chemistry. So, but he's going to have to watch the cheesecake and all those delicious foods that dad loves.
We try to stop him. We do.
He was this close to being on the other side.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, because his friend said, here, I go, where is he? She goes, no, he's here living. I'm like, I just want to make sure, because we got a lot of people. And she says, but almost here. So he was like literally a hair away. And if he had waited another week or two, he wouldn't be here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so tell Billy what, your grandparents said. This also tells you, though, Nate, that your house is haunted. Your family's haunted with your crazy relatives. Nick's like,
oh, no. It does not surprise me.
Doesn't surprise us either, your grandpa said, and your other grand. So I love what I see. Yeah, your future looks really good. By the way, do you have an affinity for Abraham Lincoln? Do you like that history or that?
Love history. I'm on it. The Civil War era history is my favorite.
Yeah, because you wore a Civil War action figure. Not a turtle, just like not an Indian, maybe in this. Yeah, I just saw you as a Civil War. Yeah, you were Union too.
Oh, good. Phew, that's a relief.
Because I saw you look like the proclamation and all the stuff, and yay, everything's like free, and
that's incredible.
And you had a lot of friends that, actually were interesting. You were in the white platoon, but friends with the African-American or the black platoon. So you had a lot of friends, and it was like, yay, we're all in it together. Like, it's just interesting. So
yeah,
when you go
to that.
Yeah. So if you go to Gettysburg, it's got a lot of emotional charged energy. Soldiers are still there. I've seen them, like they just can't release because it was so mentally and emotionally powerful. You'll pick up their energy, the spirits. And actually, one of your trips in this lifetime, I see you looking off into, I think it's the triangle, which it's very haunted, for lack of a better word. And you'll see some figures. So at some point, and I see I see green figures. So you might be using like green cameras, that can shoot night activities where it pops up green or whatever. So I'm seeing when you go there, get your night vision cameras or whatever, because you'll see them through camera, and you'll kind of sense like some shadowy things psychically. So wherever you feel you're pretty tuned in psychic, Nate. So you just want to follow that. And then also I saw you on a ship at some point. You're going to go ahead. What were you going to say?
Oh, no, I was going to say, I love being on the water. I love sailing.
Well, this is interesting because I'm going to Spain. I want to say Spain or Portugal. I want to say Spain, but you're going to do a tour that takes you on like a ship that, the Spaniards would use maybe 1700s. You also have a past life tie there. So you might go to a museum and see it or be able to walk on it because I see you looking at this wooden, ship that fits that description. And they said past life tie. So, yeah, so you may turn on History Channel and suddenly take an affinity towards like, the Spanish, sailors of the 1600 past life, but you'll feel like drawn to it. Like when you really get like supercharged about something, that's when By the way, I just saw you shooting a gun, and I'm seeing like a gun from the Civil War area, and then I'm seeing like a big gun. So it's kind of interesting. I saw you on the battlefield, and you actually survived. So you didn't get hit. I think there was like 600,000, Civil War people that passed. So
Wow.
yeah. Did you get a tattoo?
A tattoo? I
Change the topic, that is.
I love it. No, but I want to, but I have not yet. I have one in mind. I have not but pulled the trigger. Probably a poor expression given our previous
You were in the Civil War. Did you get a tattoo by chance?
I love it.
Graham just said you're thinking about a tattoo. She says no.
No, she absolutely would. And Bill would say the same thing.
Was there somebody named Cam or Pam?
Pam, one of my dearest cousins in the world is Pam. Yes.
That's what I said. Yeah, you and Pam are like brother and sister, multiple lifetimes. And she was with you in Greece too. So you should, take a trip there and have,
she will love to hear that. That is right up her alley.
Well, it's funny because I saw you like doing this Play-Doh, like this type of, mindset, or like intellectualizing and what have you. And I saw her there talking to you like, well, what was it like? What did you learn? So you actually taught her what you were taught.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Yeah. So that ought to be interesting when you go there, though. You'll probably really feel that you're touching your past life, which you are. So, and one thing, you could touch like whatever, some ancient structure that you feel drawn to, and you'll probably pick some of the energy up of that time frame because energy stays with, there's always an energy field no matter what you do, like chairs and whatever. Somebody built a chair, you're going to feel their energy, so it's kind of interesting when you go to the ancient realm, you'll pick that energy up. You might have a move that comes about that relates to like a happy Grease time, for example. Or you might just want to say, hey, take your shirt off, no tattoo. There's Adonis within you, So anyways,
good. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Hopefully this gave you the peace and the closure that you needed. Karyn, thank you. And Spirit, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.